Welcome back. If you have health questions, we have answers. Our doctor on call, Dr. Ryan Stanton, an emergency physician with UK Healthcare, joins us to take on some more of your medical concerns. And this first one is one I think a lot of people may be wondering about. We're seeing so much more organic food in our supermarkets and details on that. And Janice wants to know, is organic food really better, or can I quit wasting my money? That's what she says. And get this, she confesses she's actually been putting regular eggs in an organic carton, and her husband hasn't been able to tell the difference. She says, hope he's not watching. Everybody's going to be checking their eggs now. What's the take on this?
Well, that's actually a great topic. It became very important to me and my family when we had kids, and what the effect had on them, because we're seeing a lot of changes in healthcare, especially with young children associated with the things that are in food. So it's a great question as to what do you need to buy this organic and what not. Honestly, if you've got the funds to do it, the ability to do it, because it is more expensive, go ahead and get organic. That's the easier way to do it. But honestly, most people just don't have that much spending money just to go and spend twice as much on food. So here's the quick and dirty. The dirty dozen and the clean 15. Right here, these are the things, especially vegetable and fruit-wise, that you definitely need to buy organic, and those that you can allow to be just the good old-fashioned regular kind. The worst type you see there on the left, common ones being the peaches, the strawberries, the apples. Those need to be bought organic, especially if you're dealing with small children. The ones on the right side there, those things, if you want to buy them regular, just as good. The most important thing is that anything you buy, you need to wash very well. There is some concern with fungus being on some of the more organic vegetables and fruits, so you need to make sure you clean those very well and get that off, and make sure that you give the best chance for you and your family to live a long and happy life free of pesticides and hormones.
And you'll notice, that when you look at that breakdown, a lot of the foods that can be advantageous to buy organic are the ones that you're going to eat directly. There's not a peel you remove or anything like that.
Correct. And that's the most important thing. Is anything that's got the peel still on it, when you eat it, needs to probably be organic.
And also, our second question today, this one is from Jessica, and she says, I've been getting boils since I was about 14. It runs in my family. They have all been cultured and are not MRSA. She takes antibiotics and still gets them. She's gone through a lot of different treatments to try to deal with them, but they're very painful, and she wants to know what this is all about and what she can do.
This is actually one of the most common things we see in the emergency department. Deal with probably 3 or 4 boils, abscesses a day. Most people refer to them as spider bites. Spiders get the bum rap there. Spiders hardly ever cause anything bad, but they get credit for skin infections. What happens, most people ask me, how do I catch that? How do I catch the infection that causes it? Well, every square inch of our skin has more bacteria than the entire number of people in the United States. So it doesn't take much. All it needs is a break in the skin, an abrasion to get in there, and now with more resistant bugs, we're seeing things grow. Now, the best things to do is try to prevent it, and that has to do with your environment. What do we try to do? We try to scrub up, wash your hands frequently. That's the most important thing. You see that with everything we deal with. Colds, flu, wash your hands frequently. Wipe it down. Hard surfaces need to be cleaned with bleach-based solutions. There's a reason hospitals use bleach, is because it keeps things clean and knocks down infection. Cover cuts. Self-explanatory there. Keep to yourself. Don't be sharing personal items in times of high infection. There's a good reason for the fist pump and the elbow bumps, is shaking hands and things like that. Spread disease and infection. And use a barrier. Put towels, clothing between skin, shared equipment. So to make sure that you've got on some good clean clothes. Make sure you clean them every day. You're not wearing your clothes for a week or two and thinking that you're not going to get germs from that. And then on top of that, there is a very small risk, and this may be the case with this young lady, is that there are some folks that just can't fight off skin infections very well. So if you do all these things, you do what's necessary to prevent the infections, and you're still getting them, you may need to see an immunologist or a specialist to take a look and see if you have some sort of illness that may make it more difficult for your body to fight those off, because then you have to take some different steps above and beyond to help prevent these infections. I know they're difficult. I know they're painful. It keeps us busy in the ERs.
Well, some great advice and some great questions for you. And you can check the ABC 36 Facebook page later today, and we'll have this segment posted again where you can see these answers. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. We'll check your forecast.